Welcome to another exciting edition of SuperFly Experience Season 3, Episode 7. With your host, with the most, SuperFly Johnny Lee. And tonight we got two special guests inside the studio because to my far left over there, you see him. He just won his fight by TKO. Knocked out the biggest man inside the room. We got William Bazooka Baber in the house.
Hey.
And then to my right here, you know him, you love him, you've seen him. You got no good Jacob Ratliff.
Hey, what's up, Johnny? How you been?
Nothing much, brother. It's been doing great.
Good.
So let's hop right into it. William, you won your fight by TKO. Tell us about that. How are you feeling?
Pretty good, man. I mean, like I said, we worked hard. The camp was tough. It was serious. He was a little taller than we did anticipate. He was 6'4", so he was definitely a lot taller than me. But he was also a talented opponent. So coming out into that fight, I talked about I wanted to strike with him, and we did. We stood up and we traded a little bit for sure, and it was a fun fight. Definitely one of my toughest opponents to date, but it was exactly what I saw coming. Honestly, I wanted to finish, whether it was going to be submission or knockout or TKO, but I really wanted to get the finish, so I come out chasing it from the get-go.
You basically avenged yourself from that very first fight that you had, because that guy was tall too.
Yeah.
But here you showed that just because he was tall, you could have whooped his ass at any time, because you got that TKO.
Yeah, he was tough.
What I really like is it's like on paper, the odds were stacked up against him. This was his hometown, right?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yep.
The entire gymnasium was rooting against me. I had maybe 25 people there total that were rooting for me. Yeah.
Going into enemy territory, again, and the size difference. We're talking about David versus Goliath, if you've ever seen it. And I think that's what's so impressive by it, because you guys were doing the face-off, and it on paper, someone that didn't know Will, you're like, man, wow, the size comparison was wild. And, I mean, Will just went there and showed.
Omega's here. He said, J-Rad, let's square up soon, homie.
What's up, Omega?
See, he's saying you better not retire before you square up with me again. But that's the truth. He stepped into enemy territory. Remember, the guy was thinking that you were just a wrestler. He pretty much was already having inside his head that he's going to walk in, take you down, beat your ass, and that he was going to get the win. Yep. Because in his head, he thought that you were simply just a guy that was a wrestler, couldn't do anything else.
Yeah, he's a great opponent. I mean, he was well-rounded, man. I mean, like I said, by far my best opponent to date. I mean, he had great jiu-jitsu. He threatened me with an armbar that was probably the most danger I've been in a while in a submission. And then on top of that, on the feet, towards that, in that second round for sure, he landed some pretty solid shots. And I was like, this kid's good. He started coming alive. And my coach wasn't mad, but my coach was telling me, stick to the damn game plan, because I come out and, like I said, I wanted to trade with the guy, man. I didn't want to sit there and just, take him down. I knew I could out-wrestle him, and I knew my jiu-jitsu was good enough to compete against him, but I wanted to show people I could trade. And luckily, I got to really show it, because I had an opponent who with almost a foot height difference, to where most people would say that that's stupidity to try and strike someone that tall. But like I said, I wanted to prove that I can bang.
Also, you got to think, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And that's what happened when you beat that ass, because you did get him down to a mat. You got on top of him for ground and pound.
Yep. We're watching it now on the Future of Fighting YouTube page.
Yeah.
You can go there. You can type in Will's name.
Yep.
William Baber versus, what's brother's name?
Garrett Hunsucker.
And you can watch this. Right now, his team, they're taking him out. They're doing explain what's going on here, Will.
Yeah, they're just doing the pre-fight stuff. They're checking you, make sure you're clean, all that stuff. Vaselining you up, all that.
Yeah.
Got my coaches. I got Coach Will there, Coach Justin, and Coach Brock, pretty much.
Got to make sure that the fighters ain't got illegal weapons that they're going to suddenly come in there and stab each other with.
Look at the focus on Will's face.
Yeah, we warmed up
I touched on this the last time. I said that you lock into the zone when you step into that, because now you're zoning out the fans, you zone out all that noise, and your focus is solely on him.
Yep. Yeah. See, he's wearing that Syndicate MMA stuff. He went to Vegas for a little bit and got to train. I think I said that on the podcast last time. He was there while I was here, and he was down in Vegas training, man, with basically where Marab trains. I'm pretty sure, and I mean, he was getting quality training, man. Like I said, he did everything right. Kid was tough. I mean, I actually think that he's going to be a problem. I mean, you got to think he fights 170 pounds. He's 6'4". Like he's and he's only 18, so. You get to see the stats here.
They got to tell the tape.
Dude, I
Look
love
at
this
that.
so much, dude. It's live.
5'7" to 6'4". That's
a big height difference right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even the weight was different too. Yeah, the 168 to your 175.
Yep. Yeah, I weighed in heavier than him, so it was pretty cool. Wasn't bad, man. It was fun.
I mean, he has the reach advantage there. You can see that he's 6'4". He can reach out, but you wasn't thinking about that. To you were thinking, yeah, okay, this guy's bigger than what I thought he was going to be, but I'm still going to try my striking game on him.
Wait, are they sponsored by Guacamole? Did I read that right?
Yeah, that's what I saw.
By Guacamole. Hell yeah.
They had to let you know, Guacamole is our sponsor.
All right.
But look at this guy. This guy is 6'4". You can tell already. This guy's already got inside his head that he thinks that he's going to have an easy win here.
And this was his first fight, right?
Yeah, it's his debut. He's done some jiu-jitsu competitions. He's been grappling, I mean, about the same amount of time as me, but he's been grappling fully in jiu-jitsu. See, I wrestled first, so I don't have nearly as much jiu-jitsu, but, you know, this was my fourth fight, man. He took a really hard opponent. I mean, for him to try to fight me, I actually think that it was pretty badass. Like, you know, Phil Perkins, he's the promoter.
Yeah.
You know, that's his coach, and his coach didn't match make, but his coach also didn't try to find a favorable match make. Like, it was more of a, we're going to put on a show. Like, honestly, could be biased, but I think this was probably one of the better fights. I say that sometimes just in general, but, you know, it seemed like it was a pretty good one. I mean, everyone in there really wanted this kid to win. I mean, he had a crowd behind him for sure. And
That's true.
Kid.
And it was a nail biter too, because really, like I said, he threatened me, you know, and I put it on him. So like it was great.
That's what makes great fights happen. Is when you know that you got two guys that want to throw down.
All right, we're in the beginning right here. Will's taking it to him.
Yeah, because look at that, he's going for the grapple, almost got him down to the mat.
Yeah, this is where the game plan. So the game plan prior to this, Coach Will wanted me to body lock and put him on a cage and take him down. And I did exactly what he said, because the whole time up to like where we were sitting here, they were waiting and announcing him. I talked to Coach Will multiple times, and he was like telling me exactly what he wanted me to do. And I started doing it, and then I don't know.
Was that a high crotch there that you were going for?
It looked like it.
Transitioned to like that single leg to a high crotch. Tried to lift him. He's a little too tall for the lift.
Yeah, you went for the old-fashioned mat slam.
Yeah. He had a really good base, which is really hard. This first like 30 seconds of grappling is really hard because we're both peak strength. Yeah, like you're fresh, you're dry. And
plus, you got to think, doing all that grappling can wear down the stamina.
Yep.
The hands are looking way better, too. All that knee to the head.
Yeah, he took that really well, dude. And, you know, like the inside leg kick, I took some damage to my foot a little bit. It was a little bruised, but it might not look it, but that inside leg kick was definitely wearing. I mean, it was beautiful.
I could tell. And there you saw he was throwing a big kick towards
single leg takedown right here. I hate to cut you off, Johnny, but Will's got him down on the ground to single
Yes, he does. That was a beautiful single leg takedown, too.
Yeah, the entry was nice. He threw that body kick, man. It's almost kind of like 101. You know, you don't kick a wrestler, but, I mean, like I said, the kid was talented for sure.
And now he's inside the worst place for himself, too.
Yeah, we're in half guard here.
Half guard.
Because look at him. This guy's a big guy. He don't want to be on the mat for long because...
It neutralizes his height.
Exactly.
Is that true, Will? Would you say that?
Oh, yeah, 100%. It can be dangerous, you know, when you have a jiu-jitsu practitioner, you know, just being on top of them in general. But, yeah, if you're going against a taller opponent, it's kind of ideal not to...
And plus,
be on bottom or
it looks like you got the most control because he's not able to get out of these.
Will almost has an armbar in as we speak.
Yeah, so this is where
yes,
I really
he
got
does.
to test his grappling, to be honest, because his jiu-jitsu, I should say, he defended this like picture perfect, to be honest. Like I had that locked. If he had done one thing wrong here, I believe I would have got this armbar finish. This is one of my favorite submissions right here. And he did everything right, man. He's got that rear naked choke grip to prevent me from
Yep,
being able to get
and he's trying to keep himself
he's shucking his
on that knee.
trying to get past the fulcrum point there, so we can't get the break. So, and once he got right there, it was like, all right, he's out. So he did everything right here.
And now he gets on top of you to try to lock into his own
this
submission.
back triangle that he entered right here was beautiful. He went right into an armbar.
Okay.
Oh shit! He's going for a triangle choke.
Yeah, and he transitions here from it because it's a back triangle essentially. Which Coach Will's yelling at me this entire time, fight the legs. You gotta take away the legs. He's gonna have a hard time breaking. Which I'm going thumb down here. A lot of people were like really worried about my arm, but if you see my thumbs turned down, my elbow looks like it's really taking some torque. But
Yeah,
thumb down prevents that. I was bending with it, so
That was the end of the first round.
yeah. Knew
that was a fire first round actually.
I mean, it was a banging fight, man. I
A
mean,
little bit of everything, man. You had stand up, you had cage work, you had jujitsu work.
yeah, well-rounded guys, man. I mean, that's
And then you had submission holds being attempted.
This is where Coach Will's grinding my ass, telling me to stick to the damn game plan and, put it on him, essentially. So
See, the guys starting to learn that you're not just a wrestler, that you know a little bit more than just wrestling.
yeah, honestly, him making it past the first round as a brand new fighter against a guy that's been in there 4 times now, it's like you can definitely tell how tough that is. I mean, a lot of cred to that because when you go in there to fight, man, your first round it's just a toss up, to be honest. Like you never know. Like you got that adrenaline dump and things like that, but he was composed. He was talented, man. So
That's right. I mean, look at him. The man's listening to his coach as well as you're listening to yours after he grilled you.
Yep. Yeah, I know he was stick to the damn game plan. Yeah, he was all over me, man. He was.
Look at him. He calls you. He's like, you know what? Stick to the goddamn game plan. Don't you be going out of it.
Yeah, he was letting me know.
All right, now we're entering round 2.
Yep. This is where the pivotal moments happen.
Yeah, this is where I felt the pressure. I was like, okay, I could feel him, not withering away, but I could feel that I had an answer to all of his tools, and I think he knew that too. So
That's right.
Okay, they're exchanging here.
Nice. He avoided a kick, then he threw a kick of his own. Nice jab.
that was one thing I didn't do very well in this second round. The first round I was using my jab better. This second round I was not getting my jab going very well.
Yeah, because a jab is a pivotal strike that helps give you a breathing room.
Yep.
I think it opens up stuff too. Is that what you were doing? Like the
yeah,
jab
for
work?
sure. Yeah, it was allowing me to kind of get touch base with him and be able to close the distance there. Because when you stand at range like that against somebody really tall, they're gonna.
Yeah, so you want to get inside.
Just like boxing, the jab is mostly done to help open the person up for a bigger strike.
But yeah, man. I mean, this has definitely been the sharpest my striking's looked. I mean,
It really has.
it's come a long way. It's getting.
Oh, that was a nice spin and back kick.
Yeah. You can't hear the commentators, but they really liked that kick too. I mean, it was. It's not even something that I practiced for this, and it's just something I can pull out of my ass, really.
Just on
That's
the
right.
fly, just throwing spinning back kicks.
Yeah, it was nice. It was beautiful.
You're also doing a great job of trying to block his strikes from your face.
Yeah, like I said, this little exchange right here, this is about where he lands his best shots, but,
Wilson,
then
no,
look
and
at
flipped
that.
him off.
That was great taunting right there. You're
Yep,
like,
and big slam by Will. Will slams him down to the mat. For the ones that are listening just to the audio, he tried to throw a kick. Wait, Will's landing some heavy shots here on the ground.
yes, he is.
Landing some big, heavy haymakers here.
And this is after he did a perfect takedown.
yeah, you can see there I looked at the official because,
He's not wanting to stop it. He's not wanting to stop it.
yeah, I was dealing some damage right here, man. These are hard shots. I mean, it wasn't even my power hand, really, and I'm a mean guy. But
Will, 2 hands, just raining
Here it
blows
goes.
on him. They call it fucking TKO second round.
And picture this, the guy had no answer for any of those strikes. All he was doing was covering his head.
Yeah, no, I had a good gift wrap on him there when I was landing the serious shots, and Coach Will always says, man, like, when you start to feel the finish, like they start looking closely, the ref will tell you. I heard the ref was like, you got to do something for me, and he.
Greg Potter said, "Congrats on the W."
Thank you.
So let's review this. So brother went to throw a kick at the head. Will says, nah. Double bird salute.
Yep.
Takes him down, slams him on the mat, and just starts raining fucking haymakers.
That's
on
when
the
you
man.
knew he was locked the fuck in.
Yeah.
because as soon as he flipped him off, it was already over for the kid.
He's leaking down bad. Will busted his face up. Very impressive win.
Yes, it was. And also, I got to give it up to this production crew, too. This is the best I've seen of their work.
Yeah, it's top tier, bro. Future of Fighting, man, they're where it's at, bro.
Great video. Go to the YouTube page, subscribe, like, do all that.
Exactly, because that's what I'm doing.
I love the taunt. The Bazooka taunt, that's fucking awesome.
Yes, it is. Because it sells home who he is.
Yep. Yeah,
he is
we claim
the
name.
Bazooka.
Yeah, we claimed the name this time. So, but like I said, great opponent, great kid. Great promotion, man, dude. I mean, I loved it. It was very awesome.
Exactly. And, I knew that you were going to get it because you were already focused. At the beginning of this fight, when you come out, you're already locked in. You don't care that there's fans around. No. Those fans, they're just noise. All you're caring about is that your opponent, although he's 6'4", you're already locked in on whooping his ass. Yep. That moment when you almost get your head kicked in and then you just taunt and then give him double birds, you're basically saying, it's over with, bitch.
Yep. I don't remember my full... So they didn't have the post-fight on there. They did post-fight interviews. I would assume with, length, maybe even, I cussed a little bit during it.
Yeah.
But I didn't say anything too crazy. They did shout out all my sponsors, though, on the walkout. So if you do go back and listen, you're going to hear everybody that sponsored me.
Hell yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
This podcast.
Yeah, they named the podcast. It was pretty dope, man. They and that's on the commentating, so you can hear that the whole time you're watching the video.
I'll have to go back and watch it with the sound
this
on.
This promotion, bro, great A. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I'm really looking forward to trying to do a fight through him again. May 29th.
Look at brother here.
Yeah, he was.
Look at his face in that pause. That's the face of a man that realized I should not have thought that he was just a wrestler.
Yeah, it was a good fight, man.
It was because he was trying his best. He's going in there. He figured, I'm 6'4". This should be an easy peasy win.
It's hard, man. You got
and
that
then
crowd.
by the end, you had this man shook.
Yeah, you get that crowd behind you, man, and he can feel really good. But then on top of that, that limelight, man, can freeze you.
It can.
Deer in headlights, and quite frankly, I think he performed very well.
He did.
I don't think it actually inhibited him very much. I think it did at first, but like I said, he made it out of the first round. When you make it out of the first round, all that goes away, and so then your talent comes out. So I really got to see what he had in that second round, but I think also, like I said, I had an answer to everything that he brought, you know what I mean? So
and he had no answer to that ending because he couldn't get out, but you had him down and were just raining shots on him, and he had no answer to counter any of them.
Yep. Yeah, and that was the thing. The ref was like, you got to do something. And he said, I don't know what he said, man. I don't really remember. I think it sounded like he said something like, I can't move or something like that because I had him pinned really well. And that's why I looked at the ref because I knew I was just dealing damage to him at this point. And I was like, he's not going anywhere. I got him. And like I said, Coach Will, he's real big on, you start dealing damage. If the ref is looking really closely, the next shots after you hear that ref say, you got to do something, you don't have to land power shots anymore. So when I started teeing off with both hands, I was hitting him hard, but those really weren't that hard of strikes.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's not answering them. You know what I mean? So if
exactly.
he's not answering them, the ref stops it. And so it's kind of just almost a tactic to finish the fight, really.
But it showed that you knew that you were about to end this fight because that taunt, that's a hell of a taunt that you end up doing. He misses the kick to your face and you just flipping off the bird like you're saying, it's over with, buddy.
His inner Stone Cold Steve Austin come out and he was like, God damn, fuck your head kick.
Yeah, I was being a heel definitely during the fight, 100%. I was being
exactly
a total ass, I'm not going to lie, but I did kind of revert back to babyface as soon as they interviewed me. I apologized. I was kind of cussing, but I was like, look, man, we're fighting, bro. I always say we're effing fighting, but I was like, we're fighting, you get into the moment. I got this crowd, when I was in the armbar, dude, everybody that was there to support me and stuff were saying that people were, legitimately, break his arm. They wanted, they were rooting against me,
bloodthirsty.
Yeah, they wanted to see blood, and so, I kind of got into it, the crowd, you feed off of them. You don't really pay attention to them when you're in there fighting, but you can kind of feel the energy, and like I said, it was electric, man. It was a great fight. It was a great matchup. Great promotion. I cannot wait to go back. Like I said, May 29th, I'm trying to find an opponent right now.
Hell
You know,
yeah.
if anybody watches this podcast and wants to fight, you know, I would love to fight you. I don't know,
Man up.
you know.
And I guarantee that there are a lot of future MMA stars that want to try their hand at something like future fighting.
Oh yeah, dude, biggest promotion round right now. I mean, I'm going like for me, I'm going to shoot for that or Hard Rock, but we're actually this is not really confirmed yet, but April 25th. Don't quote me actually on that because I think it's the last weekend of April here in Lexington at Central Bank. New Line is having an MMA card and they're doing grappling matches. I'm looking to hop on that. We actually got a couple people competing on that, so that'll be really cool. We're gonna have a team vibe there. I'm looking really, really forward to that.
Urban Submission Academy is coming to Lexington.
Yeah. We literally have a team of blue belts coming up there, and like I said, I'm trying to find one at 170. I'm walking around even lighter than I was prior to this fight before.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. I hope I get an opponent. I'm really excited though. 2 of my teammates so far have gotten opponents. And one of my teammates, Brock, he was wanting to fight actually in August, is what we were talking about. Now we obviously have to talk to coaches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing him in the cage. So we should have a second guy from our gym fighting very, very soon, and it'll be awesome, man. He''s a beast. I mean, he's won a bunch of tournaments with me and stuff, and he was in my corner there as well. So I mean, he's been to all my fights. You know, he didn't make it to the Bowling Green one, but he's been to all my fights prior to that, bro. And he trains with me every week, every day. Like, he's one of my main training partners for getting ready for these fights.
Brock Barnes.
Hell yeah.
Brock Barnes, yeah.
Doc Brock.
Yeah.
Hey, when he does get to have his first fight, that'll tell you that he has been getting some hell voracious training.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. And that's the thing too. You know, when he gets his first fight, dude. I mean, it'll be awesome. It will be awesome. I'm telling you. So.
And plus, whoever you're going to have to face in May, they better step up and not make the mistake of thinking that you're only a singular guy.
This guy continues to train as hard as he can. He didn't take a day off.
Yeah, I trained immediately the next day. Well, like I said, my foot was busted up, but I trained at noon class on Sunday.
That's
like,
right,
after the
because
fight,
if you want to stay ahead of the curve, you train. Don't matter if your body's hurting. Don't matter if your leg is injured. You train because you'll never know when you're going to need that training later on. And your opponent, they probably don't even train at the next day. They probably thinking, I'll just wait until my fight's coming up.
Yeah, most people rest. You know, I've had Coach Justin. He's told me like, you really need to kind of dial down after your fights because the mental high is like unreal, dude. Like you're literally on top of the world. It doesn't even matter if you really win. Like if you lose, you're still like, I mean, you're up here, dude. I mean, it's gnarly, and that's the best part, you know. But for me, like the come down, I lose my mind just sitting at home. I really enjoy just getting right back on the mat and training again because it helps me kind of decompress and kind of reel back in. It takes a second to kind of come out of fight mode. I will say that. Like, you're in fight mode, and fight mode's a little dangerous. You know, you don't have a tolerance for much, but, you know, we have a great gym, man. So, like, it's easy to go there and train after the day after a fight and stuff. Everybody's really happy to see you and stuff.
Urban Submission Academy in Paris.
Yep. Yeah, you want to
Hell
good.
yeah.
Come there.
And I think that if they want to try their hand at something, they should come there to get their training because it's proved that it works.
Yep.
Because you got that W.
For sure. Yeah. Like I said, you know, my first 2 fights didn't go my way. My first fight was my best or my worst loss for sure. My best loss was my second. You know, we went to decision, talented opponent, and I'm 2-1 at 170 pounds. So like, you know, I'm not at 85 anymore. So that's nothing. You know, but that's the thing. You know, I'm looking to improve every time, and I don't think we're gonna see me not improve anytime soon. You know, like I said, I'm gonna do this regardless, win, lose, or draw. Like to me, it's just a lifestyle now. I just fight to fight. I don't really give a crap what comes out of it. You know, I do it because I love it.
That's
and
right.
Like I said, in order to love something, you got to be able to lose it too. So like, you know, I told you guys, I think last time on the podcast, you know, I tell all the wrestlers in the high school, I'm like, look, you know, really don't worry about your losses right now because eventually all that's going to be gone. You won't be wrestling anymore. And I'm going to tell you straight up, like, when I first graduated, I really wanted to go back to wrestling, obviously, because I loved it. But I'm like, I would go back, and I'd lose every match just to be able to wrestle. So, like, that's the same thing for fighting. Like, I lose every fight, and I can assure you, until somebody's like, Will, your brain's mush and your body's broken, you know, you can't fight no more, then I'm gonna keep doing it.
That's right.
They say you're gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. That's pretty much it. So
Exactly. It's the same thing with Jacob here. You've not been wrestling yet, but you know that you miss it.
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I miss aspects of it. I made a lot of friends all over the country. I miss them, and I miss the crowd. I miss the actual wrestling.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some aspects I don't really miss, like some of the BS that comes along with it, but mostly, yeah, I mean, there are days, I wake up and I'm like, I just miss it. I miss it sometimes. Yeah, you're right, Johnny.
Plus, you got the fans, and you got to think they're the most important people that you're going to be wanting to see. Because they're the ones that give you life when you're out there. Because when you're out in front of that crowd, there's nothing like it. Compared to anything else, when you're in front of those fans and they're chanting your name, no good, Jacob Ratliff.
They usually chant, yep.
That's right.
Yep.
heck yeah.
They love to say that. Even when you're not there, they will say it to still wool. Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, the memory remains.
That's right. Because you just got to know, Omega was there. He wants to square up with you. There are tons of guys that want to square up with you still. Even Steel Wool would like to run that back.
I have had a lot of people reach out to me and wondering when I'm coming back, if I'm coming out of retirement. Just a lot of stuff. And I never even said I was retired or I wasn't retired.
Exactly.
I'm just mentally taking a little hiatus.
Sounds like to me they're just worried about when you're going to come back. They're trying to get their digs while they can, because as soon as you come back, they're going to be running. So
That's true.
Gonna start handing out ass whippings like Halloween candy.
Exactly. And you were mentioning these top 20 matches that you had.
Yeah, so I wanted to come up and add something to the podcast, and where I haven't really been wrestling lately, I had nothing new to talk about. So I decided I wanted to make a list of the top 20 matches I've had in my entire career from 2019 to 2026. Excuse me, indigestion. Oh, God. Yeah, I just lost that match with indigestion every time.
I want to make that put that on your intro. Have Jacob burping.
That is going to happen.
But, and also, I wanted to tell a story of one of the worst matches I've ever had in my life. So, I'm going to start it out with, Adrian Alexander.
Yep.
Right? Wrestled all over the state. Great guy. Well, me and him got in a car with Juicy Jimmy one time. And we're wrestling at this promotion that's going to remain nameless in Indiana.
Yeah.
We get there early, and, we're just hanging out in the back. And we have a tag team match. It's like you and Adrian versus two dudes I've never even heard of. Good guys. I'm not going to shit on them too much. I don't even remember their names. I don't know what they're doing. I hope they're good. I hope they're happy. I hope they're still wrestling. And one guy, real tall guy with a buzz cut, comes up to me. It's like, yeah, I'm your opponent for your tag match. And I'm like, okay. One of the opponents or whatever. And he's like asking us, when you meet somebody, how long you wrestled, just stuff like that, getting to know somebody.
Yeah.
And he said, he looked at me and Adrian right in our eyes and was like, do you know who Dolph Ziggler is? And we're like, yeah, the WWE wrestler on TV every week. We're pretty aware of who Dolph Ziggler is. Well, I sell like him, but better. And me and Adrian just pop. We're like, oh my God. And 5 minutes before we go out the curtain, we had been there for like 2 hours, and our other opponent hasn't even showed up yet. And all of a sudden, we're going out to the ring. Here comes this other guy. And he's like in a Monster Energy drink t-shirt, dressed like a skater. And, we're just like, they're like, go to the ring, go to the ring. Me and Adrian go out to the ring. We're going around the ring. We're getting our heat. There's this fat woman that's just hating me and Adrian, just screaming at us. And, she's just like, y'all stink, boo. And I'm like, she's like, you suck. I'm like, you suck. And something just flipped a switch in her. She was like, fuck you, you got a small cock. And I was just like, whoa, this went from 0 to 100. So, like, I get up close to her where, like, the cameras and no one can hear me. I'm like, oh, fuck you, bitch. And then, like, her son was like, no one tell my mama to go fuck herself. So I'm dealing with that. And all of a sudden, that song by Trapped, Headstrong comes on. You know, back up, take on anyone. I'm like, who the fuck's coming out the Headstrong? Here comes the skater dude. Fucking busts through. And he is I'm not making fun of people with speech impediments, but he had a very severe lisp.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And he's like, these are my people! I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
Super villain.
Yeah. So him and Better Than Dolph Ziggler, I don't know his name, but he was like, I'm like Randy Orton, but better. Just kept saying shit like that. So we're wrestling, and we get in the ring, and just ass. Terrible. Fuck up the first spot. You know, I'm on the corner. Adrian's in the ring. They go to give him a move, almost break Adrian's leg.
Oh, God.
And he's just like, Jacob, they hurt me. I'm like, I got this. I tag him in. We go to throw a double clothesline, and fucking the hometown hero does like a Matrix, like bend backwards, and he keeps running around the ring away from us like a chicken. Like I'm like Rocky chasing a chicken. He's like, can catch me.
What the fuck?
And he's hurting Adrian. Adrian's getting pissed. And I go, fuck this. I jump up. Never took a karate lesson in my life. Fucking shoot karate kick him right in the sternum. He goes, ah! Into the fucking ground. And Adrian,
he deserved that.
Huh?
He deserved it.
Yeah. Adrian rolls out to the ring, and I'm like, I got you, brother. And I'm starting to like talk shit to the crowd. I'm the heel, right? So I got him the headlock, and I'm beating on him. He will not sell. He just, like, I would hit him, and I'm like, getting my heat. I'm yelling at the fat woman in the crowd, and I turn around, and he's like, shoot Hulk Hogan'd up. These are my people!
What the fuck?
I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And he just kept saying it. These are my people. So I just bulldozed him in the corner and just started beating the fuck out of him. Chop, punch, kick, sell. I don't even remember who won the match. I don't even care.
Exactly, because what the fuck? Hey, they said, I sell like Dolph Ziggler. I sell like Randy. Well, where the fuck was the selling?
I sell like Dolph Ziggler, but better. So that was one of the worst matches I ever had in my life. Next time you have Adrian on the podcast, please ask him about it.
Definitely got to, because that sounds like a funny ass motherfucking moment, because you're being told that they sell like Dolph Ziggler and Randy Orton,
but better.
And then they fucking don't sell at all. Yeah. They instead no sell you the entire time.
I mean, I hope those two guys, I don't know, I hope that they're traveling the country and like they're still wrestling and they're happy. But good grief, could these guys not fucking wrestle?
Exactly.
So I've organized a list here of my top 20 matches. These matches went a lot better than that last match I just told you about. I'm pulling up the list now. Excuse me. What match are we watching on?
We're right now watching OG Ugly versus Jacob Ratliff at KWF.
Oh, shout out to OG Ugly, man, dude. He's gotten in crazy good shape. Like it's wild.
Yes, he has, and he's our champion right now.
Is he?
Yep.
Man,
so now I gotta chime in real fast. So Jacob, what do we gotta do to get me and you in a tag team match, dude?
Well, it's time.
It's time, dude.
Is it time for EWA to sanction the Bourbon County Fight Club? I'm having trouble pulling up my notes here.
I mean, you do need someone to help you out against Steel Wool and them.
Hey, listen, I'm all for it, dude. We'll make the walk. I'm down, man.
Oh, I'm pulling up the list here. Also, I saw that you were talking to Kenneth Gaines.
Yep.
And I tuned in. I didn't train Kenny Gaines, but I was there when he first started.
Yeah.
And I remember getting in the ring with him and trying to help him out a little bit. And I appreciate everything he said about me on the podcast. And you asked him, what are you going to do when Will Baber and Jacob Ratliff come down to EWA and lay an ass whipping on you? You remember saying that stuff?
Yep, I do.
I just want to shout out Kenny. Kenny's real good. All right, I'm done stalling. I was able to pull up my list. Sorry, I'm terrible.
That's all right. And Ron Thompson. Thank you, brother. That is a cool belt. on the table.
Hell yeah. Number 20 in Jacob's top 20 list ever. So I have Jacob Ratliff versus Piper at Hog Rock 2024.
Nice.
So Hog Rock is a motorcycle festival.
Yep, I know what it is.
Twice a year. I think Omega has been on here and he's talked about it. I wrestled Piper. First time I ever met Piper. So like we had no clue who each other were. I think he's from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
You know, I'm from Kentucky. We've never crossed paths before. Didn't call, you know, we were in the back. We met like 3 seconds before going out the curtain. I tell you, he's one of the best, most athletic wrestlers I've ever been in the ring with. His cross body, he drop kicked me. And he goes up to the top rope, and I'm feeding up. And I just look up, and he's like flying like a superhero, the highest I've ever seen him. Comes down and just fucking cross bodies the shit out of me.
Nice.
It was awesome. I hope Piper, I don't know if he's listening to this or not. I hope that guy's doing well. I keep seeing him out there killing it. He's one of the best wrestlers I've ever been in the ring with. So that's my number 20.
Heck yeah.
Number 19, you can pull this one up on YouTube. Jacob Ratliff versus Marcus Johnson from 2025. The very first ever KWF match. The first ever
Let's see.
Kentucky Wrestling Federation match in history.
Oh, yeah. I know about that match.
Yeah. So Marcus Johnson does jiu-jitsu. I think he trains at 10th Planet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's a...
Shout out 10th Planet. We just went there yesterday.
Hell yeah.
Good dudes.
I plan to get me some gym work in.
Oh, you're going to start training is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Hey, if you ever
First one.
Here it is.
You're always welcome at the Smish Academy, man.
Okay, so we're actually pulling it up on YouTube now. This happened in the summer of 2025. I'm wrestling Marcus Johnson here. It was at some sort of festival that they had in Frankfurt. I forget the name of the festival.
Yeah.
First ever KWF show. First ever match. That's me arguing with the crowd here.
That's right. Don't forget you also had Latino Fest where you beat the bricks off this El Rey's guy.
So, Marcus Johnson, really known for his grappling. In fact, he's a champion right now, isn't he?
Yep, he is Kentucky Wrestling Federation champion. No, not Kentucky Wrestling Federation. He is the Kentucky champion from AMW.
He's the Kentucky champion right now. As you can see, I'm trying to lure him into my guard. Now, I don't know how good my guard is in a jiu-jitsu sense, but I'm trying to get him down to the mat. He trains jiu-jitsu. I've dabbled in it.
And he also trains in boxing as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So pretty much it's two worlds clashing together.
There's my dad.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Joey Ratliff.
Yes, sir.
Showing you some love. And this is long before the Latino Fest where you would end up beating the bricks off an El Rey's guy. Basically scoop slamming his ass onto the ground, taking a chair to him, whatever you had to do. I was there front and center to see him do that too.
Oh, you talking about me? Oh, yeah, yeah. So I'm stalling. I'm getting my heat. Me and Marcus are about to start grappling.
Well, look at this, guys. Michael Alcorn just chimed in. He said, "Will Baby showing up everywhere? They need to roll up the May show for Generation X Pro Wrestling in Paris, Kentucky."
You remember Michael, right? He's him and Mark.
Oh, what up, man? How you been?
That's him that just chimed in.
What's up, Michael? Thanks for tuning in, bro.
So I'm going to move on with the list as we watch this match. Number 18, and you can find this one on YouTube as well. Jacob Ratliff versus Party Mike from EWA 2023.
Hell yeah.
Me and Mike have really good chemistry. I like to see that Mike's out there. He's still going strong.
And he's no longer Party. He is
Yes,
now.
he's just Mike Howard.
Mike Howard.
Back when I wrestled him, he was still Party Mike.
Yeah.
And we had just really good chemistry, had a very hard-hitting match. Big Party Mike guy. I don't think he gets enough love.
He's got one of the best lariats I've seen.
Oh, his lariat, he's hit me with it. Dude, it fucking rocks you. And
I'm sorry that he took your head off, Jacob.
It'd be all right. I got up and gave him a fucking receipt.
That's right. Michael said, "Sup, everyone."
What's up?
What's up, brother?
Oh,
I mean, look, you can see that you two and Marcus Johnson are right now show class in your athleticism. You're doing classic wrestling 101.
I'm being a little sleazy. I would say that no good Jacob Ratliff is pretty sleazy.
True. But then you got the class of Marcus Johnson trying to bring it back to classy season.
Yeah, I'm putting him in the arm bar here.
Yep, you transitioned that nicely. But then he got out of it by transitioning his body.
Using his jiu-jitsu to get out of the arm bar, yeah.
What's up, Mayhem Media?
Okay, number 17 on my list. Jacob Ratliff versus Chris Majors from 2020.
Ooh, I like Chris Majors. When he returned to Barbaro, that was badass.
Yeah, he really helped me out early on in my career. He was always the first guy to get in. I was a rookie. This was 2023. I started in 2019. And he would always be the guy that get in the ring and help me show things, or help show me things, and really put a lot of work into helping me. So I just want to shout out Chris Majors. He's retired now. But me and him had a hell of a match. It was in Lawrenceburg. And it was a Pioneer tournament, I think what it was. And I'd gotten concussed in training like that day. Whew. Someone gave me an inside-out suplex working out and stuff in the ring. And, man, I smashed my head into the mat, completely concussed. And I was first match on the card. So 5 minutes later, I was wrestling Chris Majors, and we just had the stiffest fight. We were just beating the shit out of each other.
I mean, sometimes if you trust each other with that, that's what's going to happen.
We were good friends. There's no hate involved. But he looked at me, made eye contact with me, jumped up, and stomped my guts. I almost shat my pants. Just jumped up. It was like, boom! Fucking Del Bass is counting down. He's just like, 2 minutes remain. It was giving us a shoot countdown.
Yep. Shout out to Del Bass, by the way.
And it was like 1 minute remains, 60, 59, 58. And me and Caleb were trying to scramble to get the shit in. We're like, what the fuck? And I end up, just picking up this big motherfucker, Chris Majors, getting in my power slam. 1, 2, 3. Like, beat the clock by like, it was like 3, 2, 1. And it was a tournament. I think the next round I ended up wrestling Jordan Cage.
Nice.
And I back chopped him, and he called me a motherfucker, and then body slammed me on the outside of the ring. I'm a big Jordan Cage guy.
So are we. We're trying our best to get him on here.
Oh, he'd be such a good podcast get, especially where he doesn't do them that often.
Yep.
He has so many stories. Been wrestling for so long. He's got the best theme music.
He should never shave his beard, though. I have seen him without the beard, and let me tell you, he don't look like picture perfect Jordan Cage.
Damn, Johnny,
he looks
shoot
strange.
on, brother.
Hey.
That's why he's not coming on the podcast.
No. He understands because that's why he's got the beard.
Damn, Johnny.
No, it's advice. Hey.
Heel
Jack,
turn.
if I shaved my beard, dude, I'd want you to tell me if my beard made me look good or not.
Exactly.
Did you just turn heel on this podcast?
No. I'm a tweener,
Hey,
so it's okay.
What?
Turn heel, we got you.
You know what a tweener is, don't you? A tweener is a heel and a baby face. That's what Stone Cold Steve Austin was.
Nice.
He could stun a heel or a baby face and still be loved.
Moving on. Match number 16 is for RWA 2022. One of my absolute favorite matches. It was a Secret Santa street fight.
Whew.
I was wrestling Uncle Biff down here in Maryville, Tennessee. And it was Christmas time. It was a Christmas show.
Nice.
And the whole gimmick of the match was there would be oh shit, I didn't mean to hit the mic. There's a Christmas gift box.
Yeah.
There's a present on each corner of the ring. And you'd open up the gift and you would pull out a weapon.
Nice.
And some of them would be like joke weapons. I opened up one of the box, and it would be like a box full of Christmas-themed candy. And I was the heel. I was no good Jacob Ratliff, and Maryville fucking hated me. Anytime my music play, you could hear these people stand up like, oh, this motherfucker. And just double birds. I call it me and Juicy Jimmy would cause so many riots down there. I took the box, I started throwing candy at the kids. You want your candy? Here's your goddamn candy. Just hitting kids in the face.
Oh, man. That is the best thing a heel could do.
And I forget how the match went, but there was some interference. Larry Cooter, he runs the PWA.
I know Larry Cooter.
He comes in with a picture frame.
Yeah.
Smashes me over the head with it, and the glass cuts my hand. And with my adrenaline going, blood is spurting everywhere on the mat. Like, they set up 2 chairs.
Yeah.
And put a Christmas tree on the chair. Biff carries me up to the top rope. I'm bleeding everywhere. Just fucking just like spurting out. Power bombs me off the top rope through a Christmas tree. Hurt like a motherfucker, like a son of a bitch.
Is there ornaments on it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's hardcore.
I smack. This is just one you get like in someone's fucking
Yeah.
basement at a yard sale.
It's got the little wires and shit too.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I'm bleeding, and there's pictures of it on my Facebook. I'll have to post them later.
You think you could handle something like that inside wrestling?
Hey man, I get punched and kicked in the face, so I'd like to think so. I'd have to work with Jacob a little bit, and kind of learn the ropes. I mean, obviously I'm not a pro wrestler, so I don't understand the trade, but I love MMA and it's all mixed martial arts, so I'd like to put it all together. But yeah, I think I'd be down. Hell, I mean, if we're gonna do Fight Club rules, Jacob knows we didn't play around. That was hardcore, so we'll put it on whoever we got. So
I will tell you this: when you wrestling train, they aren't telling you how to get power bombed off the top rope.
That's right.
I must have missed that class. I was sick that day or something.
Pretty much, when you get out there, if you're gonna get power bombed through a tree,
It's coming.
just know it's coming.
It's
Yeah. That's cool.
They won't even tell you that. They'll basically set it up. You'll be watching like, oh, someone's gonna get power bombed.
I was like falling. It seemed like I was falling for like 12 minutes.
Yeah, like it's like everything slows down for you, but for the fans are like, oh, cool, power bomb.
He's dead.
I got a standing ovation. They hated me, but they were like, this dude just got power bombed. They felt sorry for me.
I think
That's
you
right.
bombed him.
It reminds me of when Rikishi got choke slammed off the Hell in a Cell into a truck bed full of hay. Stone Cold Steve Austin and Rock says, fuck that, I'm not taking that bump. But as you watch them on the feed, they're watching in real time as this man just got choke slammed from a high point to a truck.
Okay, number 15. The shot collars explode.
Nice.
This is from Paradigm Pro Wrestling 2023. Jacob Ratliff versus Juicy Jimmy. Bourbon County Fight Club rules.
Nice.
Me and they this is back when I was really starting to get over at Paradigm. This is after my Brogan Finley match. I was supposed to be scheduled to wrestle Kerry Awful. Me and him just had an awesome UWFI match.
Yeah.
And, well, he tore his ACL, so they need a replacement. So they slot Juicy Jimmy in there, and this was the explosion of the shot callers. I was off. I become a single. We come into Paradigm. Let me backtrack a little bit.
Yeah.
Me, Adrian Alexander, Juicy Jimmy come into Paradigm as a faction. The shot callers.
Nice.
Adrian left Paradigm. It was just me and Jimmy. Jimmy goes off to do his own thing. I'm starting to take off as a singles. Kerry gets hurt, and they need an opponent. So Jacob Ratliff versus Juicy Jimmy. Bourbon County Fight Club rules. And me and Jimmy's like a mentor. Look, there's old hippie Dale Bass.
Yep. A.K.A. wrestling license 0001.
Sorry, folks. We're watching me and Marcus Johnson here live at the studio. And they're selling grab bags at the fair. And that's me. I'm asking, what's a grab bag?
That's
I
right.
was wanting a free grab bag. They're like, no, I'm not giving you a free grab bag.
Look, Kenny's trying to talk shit to you. You're like, give me that grab bag. He's like, no, you ain't got to get your own grab bag.
Yeah, I won the very first KWF match in history.
Yes, you did.
I get swarmed by some children. They're like, you suck. And I'm like, you suck. That's my wrestler voice.
That's right. The children are like, I got to get them.
Okay, so number 15, me and Juicy Jimmy, the Bourbon County Fight Club rules. Me and him, Jimmy's like a mentor to me. He took me on the road when I was real young. And this was the culmination of like 3 years of being a faction in Paradigm. And we just beat the absolute shit out of each other. I remember I went to put him in a rear naked choke. You know Juicy Jimmy, Will. Big guy.
Yeah,
Big, like 300-pound man. Rams me into the corner. And then takes a big back bump with me on his shoulders and just lays me out. I ended up putting him in the Dragon Sleeper, tapping him out. It was one of my favorite matches. Love Juicy Jimmy.
That's what I'm talking about. Made the big guy tap out to a Dragon Sleeper.
Which I've used at the Bourbon Submission Academy a couple times. It's legit.
It's real deal.
Yes, it is.
It's a real deal.
And there's a reason why The Undertaker adopted it, because he's a big MMA follower. And he was using that plus the Go-Go Plata, which he was calling the Hell's Gate.
That is true. Number 14, Jacob Ratliff versus Shane Douglas.
Ooh, that's
Big
nice.
time heavyweight championship, 2019. This was in West Virginia. Shane Douglas was supposed to wrestle the champion. The champion retired and left wrestling. We don't know what happened to him. He quit all social media. He just disappeared off the face of the planet.
He said, fuck that, I'm not wrestling Shane Douglas.
Shane Douglas is the dude, for the ones that don't know, he wrestled for the WWE. He was
Yep.
an Intercontinental Champion of the
He
WWE.
also threw the ECW championship into the trash can.
He was an ECW champion. He was a United States champion. He wrestled for WCW, ECW.
And they called him the franchise.
True legend. Been in the ring with everyone there is to wrestle. I was a rookie. I was 19 years old. And they needed a replacement for somebody, which happens in wrestling. You know, the card is always subject to change.
That's right.
So I was so nervous to wrestle this man. It was on a Black Friday in 2019 in front of like 300 people. Oh, we're watching me and Party Mike live here.
Hell yeah.
Hit a hell of a power slam.
Damn,
on him.
yeah, he died, dude. That ring, dude, that was gnarly.
And trust me, that ring is all board.
Oh, dude, yeah, he took a hit right there. There ain't no way.
Oh, so me and Shane Douglas. I thought it was so cool. I was so nervous. It's for the big time wrestling heavyweight title. I get in the ring, and I'm being a heel. I'm getting my heat. I look Shane Douglas right in the eyes and go, "It's not 1997. ECW is dead. Tommy Dreamer sucks, and Too Cold Scorpio's a bitch." And Shane Douglas looks at the ref and goes, "I like this kid." Shane Douglas proceeds to whip my ass, hit me with his finish, the belly to belly. Pins me 1, 2, 3. I'll never forget that. Probably the biggest star I ever got to wrestle. I'm so thankful I did.
That whole "I like this kid" was just him just confirming, I like him, but I'm still going to kick his ass.
I'm still going to kick his ass. Number 13. This one's recent. And this was probably, when I was champion, this was the best title match I ever had. Jacob Ratliff versus Nick Depp for the EWA Heritage Championship. EWA 2025.
Hell yeah.
Were you there for that one live?
Yes, I was.
One of my absolute... I love Nick Depp. He's got so much charisma. Awesome in the ring.
And he just became EWF champion.
Really?
Yep, 2 Saturdays ago.
Me and him had an awesome... I remember it was at a festival. It was at a Daniel Boone type festival. I forget the name of the festival. I apologize. I've been hitting the head a lot. the details.
And that's all right.
Me and Nick Depp are wrestling, and it's like 95 degrees outside. And Dallas is in the ring, and he's our ref.
God.
Love you, Dally.
And I'm just sweating. I go out to the ring, and I'm like, God, it's 95 degrees. I look at Dallas, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do this, bro. We're supposed to go like 25 minutes. It's 95 degrees.
That's rough.
Nick Depp gets in the ring after making his entrance and looks at me and is like, God damn, it's hot. Like, the ring was almost burning when you lay your shoulders down on it.
Especially if it had been a black mat. You would definitely
Absorb
been wrestling on fire.
And me and him proceed to have this awesome kick-ass match. You can find it on YouTube as well. He ended up, I think, giving me a drop kick off the top rope. Hits me. I back roll up to my feet. Flip and hit him with the broken bow. Boom. 1, 2, 3. There it is, right there.
Right here?
No. Right there.
That last guy, I'm pretty sure, you powerbombed him off the rope there at the end. When you heard, I said, God.
Yeah.
Dude, his neck, it folded, dude.
Stiff powerbomb.
Yeah, it was stiff as shit. It had to have been. He was like, I was like, damn, his neck is broken.
But he did get up and fight back.
He did. Yeah, that was gnarly.
Yeah, I ended up beating him with the broken, but we're talking about Party Mike, our match at Party Mike.
Yep.
All right.
who's now just Mike Howard, which I like to think I inspired because when I wrestled Andy, I was just John.
Number 12, my match with Kerry Awful from 2022, RWA. Kerry Awful is a vet that's been in the business for a very long time. I love and respect him. He's based out of Tennessee, but he's traveled everywhere. This was back when I was a heel in RWA. The fans hated me. I think I was voted most hated wrestler of the year that year. Oh, that's Nick Depp, by the way. We're watching the Nick Depp my match in the studio.
Yep.
Kerry Awful. I was so nervous to wrestle him because everyone's like, oh, you got to wrestle Kerry Awful. He's going to beat the dog shit out of you. I'm like a 22-year-old kid, probably younger. I'm a little intimidated. And I go out to the ring, and me and him just have a slobber knocker. We're beating the shit out of each other. He goes and winds up and hits me. Wait, let me backtrack. I'm in the corner. He runs full sprint.
Big Beard said, "What's up, guys?"
What's up, man? I'm in the corner. He runs up full sprint, jumps up, kicks me in the fucking jaw as hard as he can. I feed out. He gives me a baseball punch, knocks me unconscious. I am shoot out.
Whew.
I wake up, and Ref Peyton, you remember Peyton?
Peyton Bowman.
Peyton Bowman is sitting there. He's like, Jacob, you okay? You're okay? I look at him. I go, I don't know. Where am I? Finish.
Is this Saturday?
Kerry Awful grabs me, picks up with all his strength, power bombs me. 1, 2, 3. One of my absolute favorite matches was against the Gargoyle, Kerry Awful.
Nice.
Me and him become such good friends afterwards. He goes to the back, tells the promoter, like, you need to start doing something with Jacob. He has it. That was a fun match. I speared him so hard he almost shat his pants.
Nice.
Like, we could just go in there, we're really good friends. He's a mentor to me. But we can go in there and just absolute beat the shit out of each other. I love Kerry. I love wrestling Kerry.
The same spirit you've hit countless times.
Yeah. Match number 11. Jacob Ratliff versus Cash Jackson versus Brandon Wolf.
Woo!
UCW 2022. Triple threat match at a fair show. This one was my favorite triple threat match I ever had. I'd put Cash Jackson and Brandon Wolf in a double Boston Crab. I think at one point I was putting Cash Jackson in a sharpshooter. I look up from the corner of my eye. I see Brandon Wolf climb the ropes and hit me with a picture-perfect drop kick to the face. Boom, right in my mush. It was awesome. I love that match. I wish there was some footage. We just have some pictures. Yeah. Next time Brandon Wolf is on, ask him about that because me and him talk about it all the time.
Sure will.
Number 10, Jacob Ratliff versus Steel Wolf for the Heritage Championship 2026. This was the last match.
I was there for it.
Last match I ever had. Very important to me. Me and Steel Wolf brawled around the ring. I put him through a table.
You did.
He ended up beating me for the belt. And I got to say goodbye to the fans. And I haven't wrestled since. So that one has a lot of emotional significance.
Yeah.
It was the last match I ever had. I was EWA champion for 7 months. It was the end of a good run. I'm very thankful to have that match. Very thankful to the EWA crowd.
But here's the thing. He only beat you because his buddies they just formed a new World Order with decided to finally come in and do something when you had the victory at hand.
Yeah, they screwed me out of my title, which in wrestling, that happens. It's always a numbers game. I mean, you go back to the Four Horsemen.
Especially when it's on the queue.
Yeah. One of my very, very personal match to me. Number 9, Jacob Ratliff versus Omega 2023 for the BTW Heavyweight Championship.
Hell yeah.
In West Virginia. This match is on YouTube as well. Me and him are wrestling in front of this packed gymnasium in front of like 400 people. And it was really hot in the gymnasium too. It was like 80 degrees. Me and Omega just go in there, and he's one of my absolute favorite opponents. Former MMA fighter, trains in Muay Thai. I think him and Will would really get along. We go in there and just beat the shit out of each other.
Ooh.
We brawl into the crowd because there's no commission there. You can brawl into the crowd. We're brawling into the bleachers. They do a double count out and they restart the match. No rules, no count out. So we're in this school. We brawl out into the hallway, this school's hallway. We brawl into the bathroom and these teenagers are going crazy. What the fuck? We're brawling into the bathroom. The camera's following us. There's Dallas Edwards there, reffing the match with me and Nick.
Shout out to Dallas. Hope your recovery's going good, brother.
I love wrestling Omega. I love that match. It was just so much fun.
That match sounds like it was a beast match because y'all were brawling all. Y'all were taking it to the next level because this is what we used to get back inside the old wrestling days when they brawl from the ring all the way to the back and you kept the camera rolling.
Me and Omega literally fought into a school bathroom.
No one else is doing it like that. I dare anyone else to be fighting inside a school bathroom like that.
Oh, that's gnarly.
Yeah. Dude, these teenagers are like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, what's going on, bro? Somebody go get the principal.
Dude, the promoter, Fat Freddy, was like, guys, get back in the ring. Tell them to get back in the ring. It's like 20 minutes of us just brawling through a school.
Well, he's got to understand, when you got good content like that, keep the cameras rolling.
Number 8, probably the biggest match of my career that I ever had on paper. Jacob Ratliff versus Brogan Finley. UWFI
Nice.
2023 para. This match I get asked about constantly. It was very personal to me. I was in a very bad place in my life. I got fired. I had my heart broken. I was not in a good place. And all anyone kept telling me was just like, focus on the Brogan match. Focus on the Brogan. Brogan is a third generation superstar, actually. Yep. Son of WWE legend Fit Finley.
Yep.
This was Paradigm, the biggest promotion I ever got to wrestle for. I was a comedy guy, the shot callers. I was a henchman. I was going, and this was a big singles match. UWFI rules. UWFI, for the people that don't know, it was a half-shoot promotion in Japan in the 90s. Think like Pancrase, like Bass Rutten type stuff.
Yeah.
You couldn't throw punches, but you could throw palm strikes, MMA style. Me and Brogan, we go out there. The ref, rings the bell. I look at him right in his eyes, and I say, I don't care whose penis you come out of. You ain't shit. And I hit him with what would become the finish, the Brogan bow. I hit him with a heavy shot.
Yeah.
Get up on the ropes, look in the camera. We're like, he's not the fucking star. I'm the fucking star. And me and him just lock in, just hitting each other, punching the shit out of each other. I suplex him from corner to corner.
Yeah.
I go to run for a spear. He gives me a drop toe hold. And the bottom rope is exposed. So, like, the metal cable is my lip hits it, and I'm bleeding from the mouth. He gets up and stomps my head as hard as he can because I think I pissed him off.
No way, Jacob. You won't make nobody mad, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I know your name's no good, but you don't piss someone off.
Gets me the tombstone pile driver. Boom. The ref calls it. TKO finish. I guess all the adrenaline, because before I went out there, I just dry shoot it pre-workout with a rain on top of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, and testosterone boosters.
That's about as close as you can get to cocaine.
That's what they were saying. Matthew Justice was like, why don't we just give the boy coke and just go out there and have him beat the shit out of people? I roll out, and I just throw up everywhere. Blah! Fucking just red, like blood and puke on hard cam. I go back to the curtain, and I apologize to the promoter. I'm like, oh, man, I'm getting fired. That match blew up all over Twitter. It was my most famous match I ever had. Shout out to Brogan. He wrestles for NXT now. I forget what they call him. They changed his name. But, man, I hope he's doing well.
That's right.
I really do. Number 7, Jacob Ratliff versus Ronnie Roberts, 2019 Primetime Wrestling. Well, you remember Ronnie Roberts, don't you? The Reverend?
Dude, yeah. Yeah, he's the one that come out Jesus Walks, right?
Yeah. He,
That's what I'm talking about. Ronnie Roberts.
he was the guy that actually trained me. He was my trainer. Awesome dude. He trains for Grindhouse. He trained Ethan Heyer. He trained OG Ugly. A lot of your favorites that guy's trained. He's like the best trainer around by far. We had this big this match isn't on my list, but he's watching a fatal four-way for the first ever EWA Heritage Championship. Fun fact, I sprained my ankle and hurt my knee in this match. I wrestled like 40 minutes on top of it, just in agony. Okay.
Yeah.
But my match was Ronnie Roberts. We had the storyline going in PTW. I was the tiny hoss then. I was basically Mr. Rogers if he did Bloodsport. I was like, oh, golly geez, everybody. You know, I was like SpongeBob SquarePants, which, didn't really help with the ladies, but the kids fucking loved me.
That's right. The ladies hear you say, "Oh, gee, really? Go, God!"
Yes, and they're
not liking you.
They get drier than sandpaper.
You're like, "Hey, lady, you want some crappy patties?"
You guys are slugging it out right now.
Oh, that's Omega.
Yeah, that's Omega right there. They slug it.
If you go to Big Time Wrestling,
Yeah.
I think they have the match with me and Omega that went to.
Yeah.
Okay, but me and Ronnie Roberts, we had this storyline. Sorry, I keep getting distracted.
That's all right.
He had a group called The Church, and they were like this evil church. Yeah, I just hurt my ankle there.
And that's Marty Clay.
No way you didn't get hurt right there, bro. That was gnarly.
Yeah, I'm leaning on the chair. I'm in a lot of pain.
And also, it was Marty Clay that helped injure your leg.
Yeah.
Sounds like we got to have a run back. Jake Ratliff versus Marty Clay.
Me and him are really good matches. But the Ronnie Roberts match, I keep getting distracted.
Yeah.
The Church, I lost the match, and the stipulation was if I lost against Ronnie Roberts, I would join the Church. I joined the Church. They take me captive, and it's like Jingle Brawl, the big December Christmas show. Every match was in a steel cage. And if I wanted my freedom, I'd have to beat Ronnie Roberts in a steel cage.
Nice.
I'm cutting a promo on him. Ronnie, his number 2, Bishop Blake, hits me from behind, knocks me into the corner of the post, and hits a rail. So, I'm half concussed at this point. Woo! They throw me in the ring. Me and Ronnie are slugging it out. Me and Ronnie always had good matches. He hit me in the head with a Bible. He hit me in the head with a collection plate. At one point, he grabs the Bible, the written word of God.
That's right.
And slams it into my stomach. Hurts so bad. I ended up power slamming him and almost giving him like an.
Look at that, Will. They're beating the shit out of each other again.
I gave him like a power.
Yeah, straight up slugfest, bro. Dude, that first exchange y'all were having. Oh, this is gnarly.
Me and him have really good matches.
Yeah, you guys got a pretty good chemistry for sure. I can tell when y'all are swinging at each other, it flows really well. It doesn't look forced,
Yeah.
And also, you got to think both of them love to slug it out. Their preference
Hell,
in
that
wrestling.
one match, you flatlined that guy. That one, the Marcus dude, you knocked him plumb out. I was like, damn, he's slumped.
I like to lay my shit in.
That's right. Same with Omega and Chris Crow. Chris Crow said he loves to lay his in.
Number 6. Jacob Ratliff versus Dwayne Davis, the first ever Bourbon County Fight Club rules match, 2023 EWA. So I'm bringing the Fight Club gimmick to wrestling. I want it to be as close to the real Bourbon County Fight Club as we can. Knockout submission only, no rules. We get in the ring, and Dwayne Davis is on the mic cutting a promo.
I was there for that.
I end up slapping the shit out of him.
Yes,
so
you
we
did.
get into a fight, just laying our stuff in. We go up into the corner, or to the outside. I bulldoze him to the corner, open hand, chop, punch him in the fucking face. We're fighting. I suplex him on the floor. I throw a chair at his face. I just get on top of him and just TKO him. One of my favorite matches. I don't know if Dwayne Davis wrestles anymore.
I don't either.
But, man, that kicked off the Bourbon County Fight Club rules match. The most dangerous match in all of
I was
Kentucky
there
wrestling.
for that, too, because you suplexed him onto the gym floor.
I suplexed him off the stairs, from the stage to the floor. God. I believe that was the first EWA show.
Yep.
Number 5, Jacob Ratliff versus Steelwool, Bourbon County Fight Club Rules 2023. This was the second EWA show and the second Bourbon County Fight Club Rules match against Steelwool, the dude that screwed me out of the title. If you ask Steelwool this, he absolutely hates this match. His wife was so mad at me for a week because I just blistered his face. we had an agreement going out there, like, let's get crazy with this. He's chopping the shit out of me. I'm punching him. At one point, he runs and does like a cannonball from the side of the ring. I pick up, like, those big Polar Pops, but in the plastic container.
Yeah.
I forget what they're called. It was filled with water, and I just Big Gulpy. I smash a Big Gulpy on him, and ice goes everywhere. The crowd goes nuts. I go to throw a line. He gives me a snap German suplex on the concrete floor. Boosh! I end up trying to put him in a triangle through the ropes. That match isn't on YouTube.
It's not.
Yeah.
Damn.
I end up kicking him. Like, in MMA where they up kick, I'm up kicking him through the turnbuckles. His head's smacking the turnbuckles. He's like, oh! The ref just calls it. We're like, call it. This match is terrible. Don't play this match.
Yeah. They got the terrible one on, but they ain't got the damn Bourbon County street rules.
Yeah, just play me and Ethan higher.
Yeah, because there is one with my favorite.
Okay, match number 4. I'm wrapping up this list. I know I've been yapping.
That's all right, brother.
Match number 4, Jacob Ratliff versus Kerry Awful. UWFI Paradigm 2023. Like I said, I love working UWFI. I love working Kerry Awful. Me and him had an absolute slobber knocker again. Love working Kerry. Number 3,
Skippy.
Jacob Ratliff versus Zodiac, EWA 2023. Me and him, I just lost my super middleweight title for Paradigm the day before, so I had a point to prove. Me and Zodiac go in there, don't call anything. We just call it on the fly. I'm trying to get him in my guard. I'm high kicking him. He ends up putting me through a table. Awesome match. I love working Zodi.
That's right.
He kicked out of my finisher. I kicked out of his. We go to a time limit draw. Me and Zodi definitely need to run it back when I come back.
Yes, you do, because Zodiac is now unmasked.
Number 2 is this match we're watching right now, which Will saw live.
I did, yeah. Oh, it's hometown Paris, man.
Yeah.
This is real deal right here, bro. This is real Fight Club.
That's what I'm talking about.
Jacob Ratliff versus Ethan Heyer. No ring, no rules for the EWA Heritage.
And Del Bass hated every moment of being there because he's not into that music.
Yeah. Ethan Heyer is my favorite opponent of all time. We have great chemistry. We had a match at a metal show. There was no ring, no rules. My brother ref.
He's out there dancing right now.
Yeah. You can pull this one up on YouTube. Go to Trippin' Balls, Crush Your Bones Forever
right.
YouTube channel. It'll come up. Jacob Ratliff versus Ethan Heyer. One of my absolute favorite matches.
And it was for KWF.
Yeah. I think this was the second no-ring match in history, the first in like 30 years. It was in front of my friends and family.
There's old Del Bass.
There's me with my belt. There's my friends and his band. Awesome. My number 1 favorite match of all time was me and Ethan Heyer for the EWA Heritage Championship a year before this.
Nice.
I wrestled him for the EWA Heritage Championship. He ended up beating me. One of my favorite matches I ever had.
I was there for that.
Yeah, a classic match, me and him. Like, probably my best match. It was in Richmond, Kentucky. I loved it. I choke slammed him. I gave him a jackhammer. He kicked out of everything I had. He was so resilient, and I was just overwhelming offense the entire time.
That's what it's all about.
What is so cool about this, Jacob, that I just thought about in this match right here, literally a third of this room has participated in Fight Club one way or another.
That is true. The bass player in the band fought in Fight Club. The referee fought in Fight Club. Not that guy. That guy didn't fight in Fight Club.
Yeah, not that guy.
Yeah, not that guy, yeah.
So
We're that guy.
We're watching the no ring match with Ethan Heyer right now on YouTube. They're doing the introductions. There's our friend Ezra.
All three of those dudes have fought in Fight Club.
Nice.
Bourbon County Fight Club was a real deal. It is no gimmick.
Yeah, no, we really did that shit, man.
Oh, I know.
Tons of people taking pictures. Dale Bass doing the introductions.
You know, Del Bass hates being there. He did it because he's a professional.
He kept coming up to me and like, I don't understand the music. What are they trying to say? Why is everyone growling?
He hates metal a lot.
Where is the ring? Please don't tell me you're going to use weapons. He sounds like that, doesn't he?
He does. And he pretty much was telling us, I didn't like being at that show. I couldn't understand the music. I don't like that kind of music. I left immediately after the match.
There's my brother. referee Yadini, special guest referee.
Nice.
They're doing the introductions now. Music's playing.
When you're a special guest referee, you don't have to wear the referee zebra stripes.
These people just come to a metal show. They probably didn't even know they were going to see a no ring match. So they're a little confused too, which I like. Here comes Ethan Heyer, my favorite opponent. This was number 2 on my list. Number 1 was...
And he's still rocking the chipped tooth from when Jordan Cage drop kicked the ladder into his face a couple years ago.
I remember that. Ethan Heyer. There's Ethan Withrow. Shout out to him. He fight in Fight Club?
He fought in Fight Club, yeah.
So what? We're at 1, 2...
There's every bit of 10 people there to fight in Fight Club. Every bit, maybe 12.
This was This was the most Bourbon County Fight Club wrestling match ever.
Yes, it is.
This really reminded me of being fucking 16 years old, going down to Garrett Park in Paris, Kentucky, and just fighting random teenagers for no reason.
Hell, it's funny because the same exact place we've been to Sweet 16s for, like, Kids Are Great. If you remember, like, we come there for little parties they threw.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting, full circle.
And look at that. There comes Jacob with his hair just
Pretty much that
chipped.
entire row of people right here are, you know,
Hometown
friends.
hero in my pink Freddy Krueger t-shirt. That dude had a Gojira shirt on. Shout out to whoever the fuck that was. I love Gojira.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
Me and him are
Look
talking
at that, throwing your
trash.
hat at him. He throws his hat right back at you.
I tell him I'm going to beat the fuck out of him. He tells me he's going to beat the fuck out of me. I push him. He pushes me. Jaden's separating us, trying to get order. He holds up.
Look at that. He's doing a good job as a referee at the beginning.
That we forgot to book a referee, so last minute we were like, we need a referee. I begged him. I'm like, please referee. And he was like, he was hesitant, but he liked Ethan tried to throw a punch at me. I go for a power slam.
I mean, Dale almost became a victim of circumstance. You got to move, Dale. Dale was like, oh, no, don't let those feet hit me.
I'd been wrestling for years at this point, and be honest,
I've seen those bats before because DJ Smooth and JP Smooth's been carrying around bats like that.
so we have a bag full of random weapons that was given to us. I'm hitting him with a pie plate. He has a baseball bat with duct-taped bottle caps on. I tell you, that son of a bitch hurt. That son of a bitch, because it would leave whelps. It would stick to you a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Oh, slammed it right into your
He
head.
just gave me a spinning back fist with a pie pan. Ref Jaden, a little quick count, Jaden. Trying to screw me?
Yeah, that was a quick count. I noticed that.
Do you bad.
But in his defense, this was his very first time doing a referee thing. So he probably thought, I got to put some stank on this.
Touch on the floor, too. Dude, that's concrete, bro.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
there
is.
is
That's
no
concrete.
mats. There's no ring.
And you just broke a bottle cap off of that bat after you struck his
Look,
back.
Dale Bass is pissed. He's like, what am I watching?
Dale was like, did I agree to watch someone do this shit to each other? This ain't my kind of wrestling.
Dale Bass is like, what is this? This isn't wrestling.
What's with all the weapons? Someone better not bleed in this match.
He just gave me a spinning back kick. It hit my shoulder.
Yep. And now you got the chair.
I just
Threw it right at him.
threw a chair right at his face, Zabu style. I point to the chairs. We have a row of chairs. I go, hand me a fucking chair.
Not to mention, this happened after Sabu died. So you were basically paying tribute.
Okay, I've set up a chair now.
Here we go.
I'm running off the chair. Do God knows what.
Oh,
He throws a chair
chair
at
to
me.
you.
And to touch on what Will was talking about, so when you ever talk to somebody that thinks they know something about wrestling and doesn't, what's the first thing they say? Well, it's just a trampoline. It's just a mattress.
Exactly.
Which is wrong, erroneous.
Exactly. Because I've helped set up, and in fact, I'm going to be helping set up the EWA ring Friday.
But here's the thing. There's not even a ring here. We're literally fighting in an auction house on the ground. It's a no-ring match. He's strangling me with a bag.
Yeah, he's trying his best to take out no good Jacob Ratliff. Because he wants that title.
I just clotheslined him.
He got spun inside out from it.
More people that fight in Fight Club.
Another chair. Oh, and he threw it onto his back.
There's Will's brother, Jelly. Shout out Joe.
Yeah, he's fighting Fight Club too.
I'm throwing my shoes at him. I now hold up a bag of bottle caps.
Because that's going to be your thumbtacks.
Yes, I spray them on the floor as if they were thumbtacks. I'm fighting in my socks.
It's kind of like how Legos get used as well. And now he's going to try DDT or suplex you onto it.
I see Will.
I am in the crowd.
He's gonna try.
I see you.
He's gonna try to suplex me.
Will, you know that there was no rules. You could have came in there and helped Jacob.
You're taking the thoughts right out of my head, bro. Look how lasered in I am. I'm like, I should probably run over there and hit that dude in the face. Like, it probably took everything out of me not to just assault that guy.
Yeah, you're ready to give him a big old clothesline.
Will is probably thinking, Jacob doesn't have any shoes on. Did he step on a bottle cap? Yes.
Yes, he did.
It hurt quite a bit.
It would hurt like a motherfucker because of those jagged edges.
We're now fighting with a chair. That hurting.
Oh, I had to. You almost killed Casey over in the crowd. He almost died.
Yeah. Kagan is probably a little drunk and blown away.
Yep.
And we're fighting right in front of all my friends and family, my little sister.
Now you're sitting there like, I just need a moment. Let me get a moment.
Yeah.
And now y'all about to do some
Bar
hockey fighting.
We set chairs down. We're about to do the Necro Butcher bar fight.
Yep. We just slap the shit out of each other and start.
It's turned into a slap fight. Power slap style. He hits me. I tell him, hit me harder, bitch.
There we go. Now he hits you harder.
I high kick him out of the chair.
Which is what you always do. You always use the high kick.
Yeah.
Now you're walking over there where the Macho Man looking guy's just having the time of his life.
Jaden is like, what is my life right now?
He's getting to see some professional wrestling up close.
I'm stepping on Ethan's head. He fights out of it. I hit him with a chair.
And now you grab the other chair.
I'm now setting up. I've got 2 chairs. I'm now setting a board up on the chairs.
Yep, as your table. Look at Dale. Dale's like, why am I here?
He's like, no, can't leave this here. They're going to put each other through it. Oh, no.
Dale is thinking,
Can
why?
I sit in that chair? There are no chains. Everyone's standing.
Dale is just grabbing the chair like...
Ethan is going for a sliced bread off my friend Kagan onto the concrete floor.
Kagan got to be a part of the action.
Shout out to Kagan. I fought him in Fight Club.
Yeah.
Will's over there like, should I be a wrestler now?
Jaden just slid into a pin through
Dude,
the bottom.
smacking that floor is hard. Dude, I would like the audio. I don't know if you can hear it, but I know he was smacking the piss out of the floor.
What?
I remember it, and I was like, God, that's got to hurt his hand, bro.
Exactly.
Look, not impressed. Dale Bass.
Dale is thinking, this match sucks. I'm going home after this. And I'm telling J.R. Rock, why? Why was I made a part of this? And hey, off the stage.
I'm now off the stage. Death Valley driver through the board.
Oh, got it.
1, 2, 3. I retained my title in front of my people. I won the no ring, no rules match.
And look at Dale. He's like, well, I'm just going to grab this here and carry it over now.
Everyone's partying. I'm celebrating with my belt. My brother's going crazy. This is the best day of his life. I'm helping Ethan up. Me and Ethan are buddies. I'm like, sorry, bro. I had to fucking Death Valley driver you through.
I mean, sometimes you got to kill your brother with it.
I mean, hell, me and Will fought in Fight Club before. Ethan Heyer's not the first friend of mine who I've punched in the face.
That's right. You got to punch your friends all the time. If you can't punch your friend and still be friends after, then maybe they wasn't friends to begin with.
I'm cutting a promo, thanking everybody for showing up.
Meanwhile, Dale Bass is getting the fuck up out of there.
Who are these people? Like these random middle-aged people that just wandered in that don't look like they listen to metal or watch wrestling.
Look at Dale. Dale's trying to sneak in. He's probably thinking, why was I invited to this shindig?
You know, Dale used to box. You keep talking shit about him. He's come on this podcast and box for years.
He's been on this podcast several times, though.
But now he knows you're making fun of him.
I'm not making fun of him. Hey, he'd rather box you than me because you were imitating his voice.
Dale Bass, Jacob Ratliff, no ring, no rules.
That's right. With the boxing background he has, the boxing will get incorporated.
Me and Ethan are shaking hands. Respect my pink Freddy Krueger t-shirt.
That's right. Because real men wear pink.
What a good day. What a great
Yes,
day.
it was. You know, we're right now at the 4:27.
So I think it's about time to wrap it up. Thank you for having us. Is there anything you want to plug before?
No, I mean, well, shout out to Brock Barnes and Jesse Gomez. They got their match into this month. They have opponents for a new line, so I'll go ahead and put that out there because, I'm looking forward to that a lot, man. And then, hopefully we'll be back on, man. And
That's
I'll have
right.
Some fight news next time.
Definitely want to know who you're going to be fighting next.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, May 29th in Louisville, 4th Street Live. I really want to be on that card. So if Future Fighting sees this, get me a matchup. I'll fight anybody.
Exactly, because all they got to do is make it happen.
Thank you, Johnny, for having me on.
You're welcome, brother.
Thank you for everyone that had to listen to me ramble for like half an hour about matches I've had. Hopefully you enjoyed the list. Type in Jacob Ratliff on YouTube. I have tons of matches. A lot of the matches that I listed are on here. You won't be disappointed. Thank you for having me. Thanks for having the Bourbon County Fight Club come up on your show.
That's right.
We
That's
really
what it's all
enjoy
about.
it. I'm no good. You're no better. Yeah, hit my catchphrase.
Folks, if you're not having fun, you ain't getting none.
Hell yeah.
Damn, Skippy.
Nice guy.